Well, hello, everybody. My turtles, my pickles, my snowflakes, my no matter what club members, and my Goldilocks. Rabbit, rabbit. And that's no joke, even though it's April 1st, it's a Wednesday, and it's Rabbit Rabbit Day. I hope you remembered to say it, and you have a month of good luck. Oh boy. So here we are. It's April 1st. And for a lot of us, we got to our round to it, right, Dupuy? We got to our round to it, and we got to our stick to it, Dupuy. And here we are doing our daily do. We don't strive for perfection. We don't strive to look like somebody that's 30 years younger than us. We don't strive to compete with our best friends that are doing Weight Watchers and Jenny Craig. What we do is we accept exactly where we are. We take every non-scale victory and we consider that a gift for our hard work, for all the past indiscretions, all the past this time it'll work deals that we do. And we just go about our carnivore, carnivish, keto food plans and accept that this is a really good place to be. We ask for a little help every morning to keep us abstinent from all the crap that's out there. And my goodness, is it out there? I can't believe it. And sometimes I do compare. I'll look at somebody and they're like, well, of course they're younger, and they're skinnier, of course. And I look inside their cart, and they've just got a mountain of American food industry idea of what edible food is. None of it nutritious, and the veggies that they buy are like anti-nutrient vegetables, like they have a spinach smoothie or a kale smoothie or something like that every day, some green concoction, but you throw in some sort of fruit or avocado or something like that to make it a little better, made with your almond milk, with your oxalates. You get that, and you got your spinach. It's just like, it's insane. And I know that once we become carnivore, that our world shrinks a little bit, and that people that are out there eating these normal American type, standard American diet accepted foods, they almost seem normal to us. And how come we can't have those things anymore, and they can, and they're getting away with it? Interesting, isn't it? Well, I just had a chit chat with somebody that does the FODMAP, and they've had gut issues that turn into mental health issues as well, because you begin to get totally, wonky and depressed about this worked for a week and a half, and then the pain in my gut, and then I go to a mainstream doctor about this, and he wants me to have that, and I don't really want to. It just doesn't seem right, even though I didn't do any Dr. Google research on it, and all the crazy stuff. And it seems interesting in talking with her about it for hour or so. What I found out is that basically it's a carnivore food plan with a couple of accepted fruits and veggies. It's no added sugar, no grains, and she has to be very careful, and very, very careful of fructose, I guess. That is her nemesis. And so you get to be good at it. And of course, as we know, sugars have 68 different names. They're probably concocting a few more with a few more crazy names, so they can add all this fake chemical sugar stuff to people's food plans, and they have it, and they wonder why they have these awful reactions to it. I'm really glad just to be a corn-fed carnivore. Thank you very much. It just works for me. I basically, I'm a steak person, or I'm a ground beef person. Fresh ground beef from the butchery works, although I have plenty of the grass-fed packets, 1 pound vac packs in my freezer that I also work off of. I'll defrost one on a Saturday and then brown it up to put it on the pizza, the Meats a Pizza that I have every Saturday. But it's just interesting, and we meet here and we discuss certain things. Recently, my life has been filled with, getting the rebounder and getting used to that and getting incredible conversations on all my videos about the rebounder. And my question was that I've never heard it addressed by the pros. Can using the rebounder actually stimulate oxalate dumping? Because why wouldn't it? When you think of, a lot of the ones that I've watched, which have been earmarked for older people, why watch 22-year-olds on a trampoline with a size 0 body? I don't need that. What I need is an older woman, with sturdy shoes showing me, what a good workout would be on the rebounder for some people our age, where you can still get some things done. Not only do the lymphs get a little bit of a workout, but I pat a lot of things. I see them patting things like I have thyroid issues, not that affect, that I know are affecting me. I take a thyroid medication, and I have for 25, 35 years. It's just gone down since I've been carnivore. But, I also pat my arms and then the lymph down here, and people that have had breast issues pat their breasts. And I know that I've been patting, I should say fisting my love handles. And I swear to God, sister, it is making a difference on those love handles. I just do that. I do a little bit on my inner and outer thighs while I'm bouncing. And I don't bounce like a 4-year-old on a trampoline. I don't, just so you know. It's a very gentle bounce. Sometimes my feet don't even leave the, the surface. They do when I do, left, right, like jogging in place. And I do circles, and sometimes I do arm things. And it looks like, what are you doing? You're doing that for 12 minutes and you think you're going to have results? Yeah, I do. Because with the bouncing part, it's a great concentration. And maybe you won't have instant results. Maybe it won't keep your appetite at bay. Maybe you won't lose weight. Maybe you won't lose inches. But I just love the whole idea of, jostling things that have just been in place, either gaining space like love handles, or, working on areas where lymphs could become clogged, that sort of thing. I mean, I don't know enough about it. I'm certainly a layperson, so don't ask me any doctor or whatever questions, and don't ask me what a rebounder is. Just do your research. Just put rebound up top of the YouTube and just see what it is before you ask me what it is, because 50 of those questions could tend to make the most patient person go, can't you look it up? Isn't it easier to look it up than to type out what is a rebounder, Sarah? Just saying. So anyway, it's been interesting. And then the whole oxalate thing too. People feeling it coming out of their eyes. And they think that the crusties are just from sleep. It could be oxalate dumping. I swear to God, the problem on my shin for all those years, I swear it was an oxalate dumping with that. Who knows? For each person, it seems to be different. In the oxalate videos that I've watched from Elliot Overton, a doctor from, I think, Wales, and of course, our beloved Sally K. Norton, is that you will continue to have little oxalate dumps, because sometimes It just happens that way, whether or not you reintroduce uh, food items that have oxalates. But I kind of stay in my own lane with my animal products, which means mostly beef, sometimes pork, um, eggs, dairy in limits. I don't seem to be affected by dairy like some people are. So I'm able to have those things on a limited basis. I do love my messy burger, which is like basically scrambled burger with like 2 or 3 eggs gently fried on top of it with some cheese put on top of that. That's basic. And I never get tired of it. I'm like that German shepherd looking down at his bowl of the same old kibbles with the same old half a can of wet dog food and still thinking it's the most delicious thing in the world. That's how I am. So I really revel in the joy of the non-scale victories. And that's what it's become. Life is, you'll still have flyaway hair if you have it. And non-perky boobs, just saying. So I revel in the non-scale victories, most of all the energy and the incredible deep slumber. There's no other way to put it. Slumber. I mean, doesn't that summon it all up? It's like I have a Tempur-Pedic mattress. I have a My Pillow. I have 3 different sizes My Pillows, and sometimes I use the 4th, which is no pillow. My neck seems to be stiff. I swear it's from the awful, orphaned equipment that we get in the matron office. A lousy 2 desk chairs that just throw my neck off, and then a lounge chair because heavy people work there as well as me, and it's on tilt like that. So after leaning back in the lounger, my body's kind of off. I leave my shift, feeling like an old lady needing a walker. But that's neither here or there. I have good days and bad days, and I have Salon Pass on my neck. So I get through that. And I threaten that if it still feels the way that it does in a couple of days, I'm going to call my doctor. So it's April Fool's Day, and I'm not kidding. Here we are. We're going to do our due. This is a great month to pull it together. Wow, I haven't even flipped the calendar yet. I got to get with the program, girlie. And so what do we have? We have Easter. Yeah, we have Easter this week, this month. And so you have to be careful because, once again, you can't go into a drugstore for anything healthy. Maybe a supplement, maybe a script for something that you're working your way off of. And there it all is. Just stacks and stacks and stacks. It's like the drug dealer. It's like they're offering all of this junk, sugar, not even chocolate. And then they've got the solution. It's with the pharmacy. They'll take care of that too, so you can keep going in there when you finally go from pre-diabetic to diabetic, and you have to give up all those things. And you're looking in the tiny section for the sugar-free because you haven't dealt with your sugar addiction yet, right? As you go to pick up your medicines that are supposed to make it all better, because God forbid you've gotten the word that maybe sugar is a poison, right? Oh my God, smack me. So it's April. Maybe where all the places that we live here in Canada and other places in the world, we can begin to walk again outside, get a little sunshine, just enjoy a little bit of the refreshing Mother Nature type of things that begin to build us up again. You can work on your food as well. What works for you might not work for me, and thusly so, but that's okay. It's finding what works. It's finding how many meals a day works. It's finding, that nice balance. I've been listening to Joan, Joan, Ifland, Ifland, and she does a lot of interviews with different people. So I just go into the YouTube thing and just put her name and interviews will come up. And she has 3 meals a day and 1 snack. Would I have 3 meals a day and a snack? No. That's the beauty of my food plan. but maybe your food plan needs 3 meals a day and a snack. I don't know. It sounds like too much to me, but it works for her. And she's got that double winner thing too, where you could be a food addict and you need to work on being an older person with healthy choices, and not have the sugars and the grains and other things that we discover along the way. You could be a carnivore that has learned that fruits and veggies aren't your friend anymore. Sugar and grains weren't initially. And then you add the veggies and the fruits, and it's like, what's left? Well, bacon and eggs, maybe with cheese. And so it all works. I had somebody in the back of my car, and I know he's a foodie. Like, he and his brother will exchange texts at like 6 in the morning. What are we going to cook tonight? I love that. It tickles me. And so I was telling him about having my messy plate, which was the chopped sirloin steak with the eggs on it, with the melted cheese on it. And he said, I only had steak and eggs once, but I loved it. And I said, well, dude, you should be having that a whole lot more. I'm trying to get him into the world of crock-pot instead of, Uber Eats or takeout food. And so it's just always a funny ride because I'm always just tickled by what he and his brother come up with. And he's a cute single guy. And he said he was going to go get a new bedroom set of sheets and a comforter and stuff like that. And I said, you're going to find love doing that, because the woman that waits on you is going to realize that you're single and you need some help. And she's single too. And I said, you'll find a girlfriend doing that. He didn't. He just ended up buying his bed set and did not find true love in the linen section of Target. But I joke with him, but it's fun. But I try to get, him to do more at-home stuff, just little missions in life, just a missionary posing as a Uber or a Lyft driver, right? So anyway, good plans for April? Anything different planned? More outside, more sun, more meat, less junk, giving up anything, just working on those good things. It's a long month. And we have that Temptation Sunday coming in where everybody gets together. And I don't know if you've had ham since you've gone carnivore. I don't think I had. I think when I was carnivish, I had ham. And it's like I needed to have a stick of butter just to get some fat back into that food plan, that OMAD, so I could go to bed that night. So I won't be having that anytime soon. I think I might have it as like that messy plate. I could have chopped ham with eggs over it, with cheese over it, but there definitely have to be a lot of fat in that cheese to sustain me. I've really gotten used to like pan drippings, butter, and ghee, and those are my friends. And that's the evening thing. If it's a drier meat, I do add more fat to it. I don't weigh anymore. I just weigh what goes into my coffee, which is my ghee and butter and Keto, the unsweetened creamer. But I don't weigh what goes on my plate. I just have, I don't know, morphed into somebody that can pretty much tell what amount of fat they need to what amount of protein to just make it that just right for Goldilocks meal. And that always makes me happy. Well, I'm so glad you're here. If you're new, welcome. Just tune in. I do a few videos every week, and it's always different topics. And read other people's comments, because you could learn a lot. I think older people are just so valuable to the carnivore way of life, because we are seasoned, understated, veterans of the food wars out there. And we've earned our place. We've earned our Girl Scout badges on our sash. And we have some great wisdom after all the years of doing a lot of things wrong. So keep tuning in. I'm so glad you're here. This has been Sarah, Pearls of Wisdom and Food, on Rabbit Rabbit April Fool's Day. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you the next time. Bye-bye for now.